For over a century, the military has been thought of as hard-nosed, courageous, and gritty. It will look to maintain those values, but with a twist. Troops on the front line in battle will no longer solely be comprised of men.
Women once fought in this country for their right to vote, but now they will be protecting our country on the front lines of battle alongside men. The dangers of war are often unforgiving, but ROTC Cadet Marshall thinks women are up for the challenge.
It's obviously going to take some adjustment. You have to have different facilities for females, separate them from the males when they're staying in the barracks, things like that, and obviously different accommodations. But other than that, I think that women are ready to take on that role. Honestly, look at the record of women serving in the armed services. It's gone back for millennia, honestly, with women always supporting the men on the battlefield and always wanting to be out there. I think that we're ready for that next step, to take that next role.
After establishing an all-volunteer force in 1973, the U.S. has noticed a rise in women serving in the military, and this time, their expectations have changed. Women who served in the military years ago were expected to be a nurse or a cafeteria worker because the front lines were thought to be far too dangerous. The amount of women serving has gone from 2 to 16%, and they will now be put to the ultimate test.
Because we've been at war for 10 years, the roles that women can play on the front lines have become more important and prevalent. Personally, I don't have a problem with it. I think there are plenty of women that are as capable, or maybe even more so, than some men out there.
Regardless, men and women have obvious physical differences that many people will question when it comes to the front lines. Only 15% of women compared to the 35% of men have served in combat, and 42% of women say that they have suffered from post-traumatic stress, according to the Pew Research survey. This survey also pointed out, however, that 97% of the women are proud of their service.
For instance, in the Army ROTC, we're held to different standards for our Army physical fitness tests, but I think that given a certain situation, if something needs to get done, women are going to be able to do it. You're going to be pumped up with adrenaline and be able to carry that man off the battlefield and step up into that role.
I personally don't think there's a difference in the quality of an officer just based on gender.
Women's role in the military will definitely be an issue in the upcoming election. As they once fought for suffrage, they will now be fighting for our country and keeping us safe. Reporting for Com 465, I'm Bray.